Hello.
My name is Ronald Wyatt Jr.
My name is Demetrius Frazier.
My name is Lance Adams.
And this is a letter to my dad.
Hello, my name is Demetrius Frazier, and this is my letter to my dad. Dear Dad, this letter to you is a long time in the making. I've thought about the words I would say to you if I ever were given the chance, though I never thought it would be in the form of a letter. Random thoughts here and there and surprising feelings there have led me to writing this letter to bring resolution to this wandering state I am in. It's been over 18 years since we last spoke, if I remember correctly, just past the time of my first wedding. This marked a reconnection of sorts, an effort to extend a bridge where none was for over 10 years prior. The thing I remember vividly about this connection was it took me forever to unravel the anger and hurt I buried down deep just to muster up the courage to invite you to my wedding. At that time, I figured if you didn't want to connect with me, why should I connect with you? But despite my worst thoughts, I was in such a happy state, I decided it'd be a good idea to invite you. To my surprise, you accepted and traveled from New York City to Pittsburgh to attend my wedding. I was so happy. It felt like all the distant pieces of my life were coming together. My maternal family realigned with my paternal family just in time for me to start the journey to creating my own family. In my head, I saw a start of a new bond, and I was ready for it. If I were being honest, the inner child in me was longing for something withheld. I simply wanted my dad. I wanted someone to rap to, someone to be there in times of defeat, encouraging me to be back in the ring. But the fairy tale never came, and we lost contact again shortly after, and we haven't talked or seen each other since. So much has happened since then, both good and bad. The marriage you attended ended in divorce, and now I'm happily remarried. However, the union did yield two beautiful boys. My oldest son, whom you've never met, graduates this month from high school with his younger brother just 2 years behind him. Unfortunately, they know nothing of you. I never talk about you. There are no pictures or videos to share. There's no sage advice, exaggerated stories, or practical life lessons you handed down that I share with them. I don't bring you up with fear that they will respond with the question, what's Grandpa like? Where does he live? Do you look alike? Is he funny? Why don't you talk to him? And there it is, the question I don't want to discuss. The question that forces me to face that my dad is not only absent from my life, but there's a chance that he doesn't want to speak with me, that he doesn't care about me, that he doesn't love me, and that he never did. Not being wanted. That's the pain that's been cocooned in my heart all these years. Layers of anger and fear attempting to protect me with hopes I don't have to deal with it. My mom, supported by a village of loved ones consisting of aunts, cousins, church members, and most relevantly, my 3 uncles, did everything to cover me with love. When they went to the beach, I went. When they bought something for their children, I got something. But deep down, I felt like a burden. That's not my dad. That's David's dad. That's Tyrell's dad. That's Romel's dad. Why can't my dad do what these guys do so easily for someone they didn't give birth to? Am I not worth it? So here I stand at age 42, all the layers of anger, pain, and hurt unraveled. No longer will I let this weight anchor my heart overtly or silently. I can't ignore this weight. I can't carry it. It has to go. I release this pain never to carry it again. But before I turn the page to my next chapter, my spirit recognizes there's still space for true reconciliation. There's space for a bond, not to erase the past or quote unquote make up time, but to start a new thing. The form and depth of it will have to be determined through trust and action, but I can foresee it yielding positive results, the least being resolved concern, and the most being a new family member and visual for my sons, your grandsons, to use as a positive guide. I end this letter with an open invitation to you. I invite you to meditate on my words and my perspective. Please don't take offense to my words, as I intend no malice. The Queens, New York reflex in me to say F him has long been replaced with peaceful and prosperous thoughts. I reside in happiness, and this untended corner of a vacant room was due for cleansing. So if your meditation yields positivity, I will meet you on the bridge to reconciliation. If not, I wish you well and great happiness the rest of your days. Love, your son, Demetrius.